you're asking me how I can stay friends with women I've slept with. Like back when we were in college,
right?
We did that. I told her I'd stop saying the story. You know, I'm not gonna do it. Right. No, I'm gonna do it. Fuck it. What the is going on?
I like to party.
Jesus, honey, wax much?
This is Unwaxed.
Get in, loser. We're going shopping.
With Sophia and Sistine Stallone.
Did we just become best friends? Yep.
You guys, we just had our guest on the show right before this intro, and he's actually hysterical. He's coming back for the second time on the Unwaxed podcast. I cannot wait for you guys to hear this interview. It's so great. But we're just going to, do our little weekly update, talk, see what's happening. I got a very exciting package in the mail the other day. I decided to order the cookie game from Squid Games. I almost want to play with the apartment and there has to be a punishment for the loser.
Yeah, just keep the song on repeat for an hour while we're trying to figure it out. Or we can do it until the game ends or the song ends.
What should we wager if someone cracks the cookie? I guess death is the appropriate answer.
Jesus, Sistine. Death by what?
We could put you in the fireplace.
It doesn't work though. It's broken.
Oh, fuck.
So actually, I'll take it if I lose.
Sophia, why did you write 2 men and a bird?
Yeah, let me get around to that. You were just starting. Okay, so I think this is a better update. While I was on the way to a gym that I just signed up for, I was in front of this car with these 2 men in this giant SUV, and they looked pretty scary. Like they looked like muscle heads. Like they were at least 6'5". Like their forearms were as big as my legs put together. They were just giant. And they're just sitting there with the crazy goatee and mustache. And out of nowhere, this friggin' parakeet comes from behind them in between and lands on their steering wheel.
No way.
And they're looking at the bird and they're laughing and they're petting it. And the bird looks at them, pauses, chirps, and you see them hysterically cracking up.
Aww.
This bird is jumping on their shoulders. It was just so funny. And I was crying laughing seeing these giant muscle men.
Well, there's something about seeing a really big man with a really tiny animal
cracking up at this parakeet out of nowhere. It was the prettiest little green and yellow parakeet. I'm like,
That's
what is this?
Funny. I want to touch on the fact that you just signed up for a gym, which you always roasted me for.
I never roasted you for a gym.
No, this is what you always made fun of me for. You said, Sistine, why do you get ready for the gym? Why do you try? Why do you put on a little bit of makeup for the gym? And then Sophia comes back and goes,
I always say that.
You did.
No.
And you come back and you go, yeah, no, now I need to try. I actually have to get ready for the gym now because there's attractive men.
Yes. So I'm so I love going to the gym. Now I work out 10 times harder and I am 10 times more sore than I've ever been in my life.
Did I tell you so?
Yeah, but the thing is that but that's not the point. I'm saying that I think I have slight gym anxiety because I don't like not being perfect at the gym. If I am weightlifting, I want to make sure that I don't look like the idiot that's standing there with a cute outfit. Because if I'm going to work, this is the thing. If I'm going to be looking cute at the gym, which I, in general, like to look good when I work out. It just kind of motivates me and extras. I don't know why. But if I'm that girl that looks cute at the gym and doesn't know what she's doing, it just embarrasses me. And I know that I shouldn't be, but I don't want to be that girl.
I know. And I also hate being that girl that thinks that people are actually staring at me at the gym when they're definitely just doing their own workout.
Yeah, I stare at people. I stare at everyone at the gym. I'm actually probably, it's kind of bad. I definitely am that person that I think people are checking me out, but it's because I'm staring at them. They're like, why is she staring at me? I don't mean to.
I honestly think you're going to meet someone at the gym.
I don't think so. Actually, that'd be cute, but I don't think anyone would come up to me because people don't go.
You would be surprised.
I think your gym, they would. My gym, they wouldn't.
My gym's a little aggressive.
They're a little aggressive where your hood is at. But I think it's because there's been this thing where, in general, when I'm working out, don't approach me. I don't honestly like to be approached. And I don't think you love to be approached either.
I hate it.
Right? You're working out, you're getting sweaty, you're getting fit. You don't want someone to be like, hey, nice squats. Get the fuck, come on. That's.
Oh, you know what really annoys me too? When you sign up for a big gym and the people that work there try to sell you on you working with them to be your trainer, and then you have to start paying them extra on top of the really expensive monthly payment they have to pay the gym. I always get the trainers there saying I was looking at you from afar and your form is really good. What are you trying to work on? Oh, I could help you do that. I'm a glute specialist. I'm like, hold on. I know what I'm doing. I've
A
seen about
glute
900,000 YouTube videos of how to squat. I don't need your help how to squat. And then they follow you and then they take your number and then they text you and it's like, oh.
This is the thing.
How do you say no?
Men or ladies, if you're trying to approach a girl at a gym, this is what I would say. First, be consistent. If you're seeing her a couple times and the energy seems, no. Because I give 2 looks and you can tell. There's the stop looking at me look. And then there's the I'm absolutely checking you out look. If there's a longing, if I'm just like looking you up and down, if, like.
I agree, but is that weird?
No, but then.
To go to the gym to pick up people?
I don't go to the gym to pick up people.
I'm not saying you do. I'm saying other people.
No one goes to the gym. I mean, I hope you guys don't go to the gym to pick up people, but I don't think people are going to the gym to pick up people. I think if you see someone that likes to work out, you like to work out, that's a commonality. You guys like fitness. But sometimes I'm at the gym, I'm like, oh, that guy he's like in shape, he's cute. Like I wouldn't mind him approaching me. What I would do and I would suggest is let it ride out. Like you guys can look at each other, maybe smile at each other, like eventually like kind of warm it up. And then maybe go off to the side because there's like a balcony and there's some places you can kind of stand to get some.
He's like just stand on the balcony, let your hair fall down, and he'll come up for you from behind.
You're the worst.
And grab your spandex.
All right, Sistine. But yeah, no, I'm just saying like that would be a way. But overall, 99%. I just don't like.
It's funny because you started dressing up for the gym, and I'm like, I don't try it anymore, and I love it.
It's just the initial stages of a new gym. You're like, I feel like it's a new school.
It's like a new relationship.
No, it's like going to a new high school. You're going in, you're a freshman. You're fresh meat. Everyone there has been there for a couple years.
Meat.
You're fresh meat. Everyone's there. Everyone kind of knows each other. I'm coming in, new kid on the block. And they're all looking at me, sizing me up. What is she wearing? What is she benching? How long is she here for? 10 minutes? You just have that little anxiety and you just want to look good. I love it though. Well, my throat just went away. No, but I love it though. I think it's why are you laughing at me? Can I just like mess up for a second without you cracking up?
No.
I felt like a dust just went in my throat and I like just died. Also, I love that we still have Halloween
cobwebs. I noticed that during our interview. We have it looks like
happy Halloween. We have all cobwebs. Unwaxed. It hasn't been used in years. Oh Lord,
we're so crazy.
I know.
I feel delusional. I've noticed that I've been sleep talking again.
How have you noticed you've been sleep talking, Sistine?
You're so foul for that. Because I wake myself up from sleep talking.
Yes,
but,
of course.
Oh my God, do you remember when we were kids? Stop looking at the cobwebs. Focus. Do you remember when we were kids? It's on me. Sophia, you're such a brat.
I think that's what got caught in my throat. Cobwebs.
She's
saying cobwebs are so freaky. They just like stay in the air. They don't move. I'm gonna pee my pants.
How are you still floating?
It's so freaky.
Anyway, we'll leave him here.
Gravity.
Anyway, focus.
Okay, we're back.
Stop.
Okay, go ahead. I'm done.
Sophia, it's this bad habit where if I say, Sophia, don't turn around now, but look at this blah, blah, blah behind you, she will literally turn right when I'm telling her not to turn. So the fact that there's little cobwebs flying around, I know you're not looking at me. Your eyes are darting everywhere else but me, but try to stay focused.
I know. No,
Back to sleep talking.
Yeah.
When we were kids, Sophia and I used to share a room and we would both sleep talk quite a bit. A lot.
Oh, yeah, a lot.
And we realized that, say if I was sleep talking as a child, Sophia would ask me questions and I would give honest answers while sleep talking. And then I'd wake up the next day and you'd know everything about me. You know my crushes.
Yeah.
Oh,
so I'll tell you,
foul.
There is a lot of negative parts of joining club volleyball. I hated it. The one good thing that I learned was the sleep talking trick while I was on one of these away camps or whatever it was. I hated club volleyball. My friend told me that if your friend is mumbling, if someone's mumbling in their sleep, that means they're having like a pretty shallow dream. They're almost like lucid dreaming a little bit. And that's a time where you can ask them a yes and no question. So I used to do it to all of my girlfriends. We did it to one of my friends, Kat. Shout out if you're listening. And I remember we were just asking her like who she had a crush on and all this stuff. And she remembers it. No, she doesn't remember it, but she like knows about this the next day. And we thought it was hilarious. So I was doing it to Sistine. And I found out all of these things about her. So if you ever are living with someone and they're sleep talking, wake them up like a little bit when they're in this delirious state and ask them questions. And they will answer if it's a yes or no, because they can nod and shake their head, you know?
Yeah.
So that's what it is. And I would do that to you. And I hope someone's doing that to you because that'd be funny.
Well, I did wake up Sophia in the midst of her sleep talking the other night. And do you know what you said to me?
Wait, what?
Yeah, you don't remember you were sleep talking. And I went into your room. And do you know what you said to me?
No.
You said, Manscaped. And I was like, what?
I said that?
Manscaped is our sponsor this week on the podcast, baby. That's right.
Sistine, the reason why I said this in my sleep is because all I want for this holiday season is for my man to have smooth jingle balls. Yes, you guys. And guess what? Manscaped can answer my prayers with the Performance Package 4.0 so I don't have to find Santa's beard in my man's pants again.
That would be alarming. Yes, ladies, this holiday season, get your man products that will leave him smelling fresh with their all-new ultra premium body wash and a 2-in-1 shampoo and conditioner. It's time to give the man in your life the gift of beautiful skin, hair, and balls this holiday season.
Girls, I don't know about you, but I'm tired of finding a bush when I go down on my man's chimney. It's gross and it doesn't do anything for anyone.
Hairy jingle balls are a thing of the past with the Manscaped Performance Package 4.0. Inside the Performance Package 4.0, you will find the Signature Lawnmower 4.0. This electric trimmer has proprietary advanced skin-safe technology, the perfect trimmer to keep his Christmas tree trimmed.
It's also waterproof, so he can use it in the shower. A gift for his candy cane is a gift for you.
Yes, the Manscaped Performance Package 4.0 also... Don't record me, Sophia. You don't think I saw you? Come on! The Manscaped Performance Package 4.0 also includes the Crop Preserver and Crop Reviver, an anti-chafing ball deodorant, moisturizer, and toner, because we need all of those things. Keep his North Pole feeling and smelling fresh.
Remember, Manscaped is going beyond the groin with their new ultra premium body wash. It's infused with aloe vera and sea salt to keep his skin feeling clean, nice, and moisturized. It smells so good, you guys, that I guarantee you're going to be wanting to use his body wash too.
And guess what? They also just launched their new 2-in-1 shampoo and conditioner, which has key ingredients with the same benefits that include hydrating, nourishing, conditioning the scalp, strengthening his hair, all at the same time.
'Tis the season to load up on Manscaped products that will actually have you wanting to rock around his Christmas tree. Get 20% off and free shipping using the code UNWAXED at manscaped.com. Guys, that is 20% with free shipping at manscaped.com using the code UNWAXED. That is UNWAXED. Naughty or nice, Manscaped is the #1 gift on Santa's list. Back for the second time on the Unwaxed podcast, we have comedian, writer, actor, the people's champ.
Yes,
we love that. The
is.
author behind the book, Advice from a Fuckboy,
Yes.
TV World Series of Spades.
Yes.
We have the talented Clint Coley, baby.
All right, I just have to give a quick shout out to you because when we first started this podcast,
Yes.
we were terrible. And the fact
I didn't agree with that. You know this, right? You said when we first started out this podcast, yes, we were terrible.
He's like,
no, let me tell you, it was really hard to get people, especially when you're starting out doing anything, to get people to come on and support. And you were the second guest that we had on. And we can't tell you how much we appreciated that. It was still today one of my favorite episodes.
Actually, I listen to it all the time. Honestly, I suggest it to people when they want to listen to the show.
I really appreciate that. Now, real quick though, y'all podcast journey was before that. Like, don't forget, like you and I like did a quick teaser of your podcast.
That's right.
Like a year prior, and you kept like we just stayed in touch.
We stayed, friends.
So, but no, here's the thing. Like, first of all, I don't believe that y'all weren't good. I believe that you guys were just starting out and doing something that makes you happy. And now, but at the end of the day, you got to fine tune it. You know what I'm saying? You got to
totally.
fine tune everything.
I think what the
100%.
best thing that you did when you brought to the podcast is being super vulnerable and just saying it as it is. And we didn't learn that until honestly 50 episodes later. So now we talked about like what our sex preferences are.
That's
literally
perfect.
the last episode.
Like, I mean, listen, we understand
scared.
you got to have certain boundaries and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, like, I've always been a fan of like, people want to know who you are.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, like you're Sophia, you're Sistine, but who are you? What do you like? What, like, I want to feel like at the end of the day, like, after this, I can hang out with you.
Right.
You know, like people listen to the podcast, people walk up to me and be like, Clint, what up? I'm like, who? It don't matter though. Like the fact that you feel comfortable calling me Clint.
That's what people have been doing to us now lately a lot more, which is insane. They do it in front of our parents and we're like, who's the favorite ones now? Who's the ones now?
Being vulnerable would get attraction.
Keep doing it.
Who knew me talking about all my failed dates would get everyone to say, oh, I know her now. So you just mentioned that Advice from a Fuckboy podcast. You're not doing it anymore, but he has a book out that is just basically all about that, I'm assuming.
Yeah, so basically, I still do the podcast in spurts. So like sometimes I'll throw out an episode, sometimes I won't. And if we're being super honest and vulnerable, I'm gonna be honest with everybody. When I do the podcast, just know I'm trying to promote something.
Right.
Like I'm gonna be honest with you.
Right.
Like I'll give y'all an episode, but I'm
Fair
really but the underlying.
You told me the villain sells.
I'm posting my show. I'm promoting my show. Like I'm promoting.
Why not?
Totally.
Where I'm going to be. Like I got a show in Philly or a show in New York. You know what I'm saying? But also though, I wrote the book because I'm like, look, the podcast just don't sit with me no more. I don't resonate with being a fuckboy. I'm not saying that I haven't been, because I was, you know what I'm saying? But now, I think a lot of people look at the name of the podcast and always wanted to be like, oh, well, you a fuckboy. And it's like, no. Here's what I did. We're going to laugh at what I did, but we're also going to offer solutions.
That's why I brought it up, because I wanted people to know that we're not saying be a fuckboy, but let's just like say if you're hanging out with one, you're acting like one, this is how to identify that you are one, you're with one.
And also a lot of the stories in the book, though, just to go back real quick, a lot of stories in the book come from like stuff that I did in my 20s, right? And now those stories are now reflections of what I did in my 20s. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, like, the shit is funny. Like I got one story in particular where I talk about this girl who long story short, I found out she was engaged. Huh? Like, I mean, like we got.
Wait, you gotta go back. Rewind.
So women got stories like that all the time. Like I was on a date on Tinder, and then come to find out
he was married.
He was married. Yeah. Like women act like they don't do that. Like that happens.
That's happened.
No, what happened was we was dating, blah 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 blah, and then long story short, I would say maybe like I forget. We got into it.
Right.
A week later, I see her.
Shut up.
I see her, and it's just like, for you to get engaged in a week of us breaking up, that means that you've
been seeing someone on the side.
Exactly.
There's no way you got married in a week with it just married,
And the same thing happened to a friend of mine, he's a comedian, I'm not gonna say his name on here, but the same thing happened to a friend of mine, and he was like, Clint, like, bro, it happens.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And my thing is that those stories, it was funny. Now.
Right now, but before, I actually have a question about that. If you found that out.
Yes.
So let's say someone's in the same scenario. They've been dating someone. They found out. It's not been that long, but they were dating someone else at the same time. That you guys were like messing around. Do you say something?
In the moment, I wanted to tell her fiance so bad. Like,
see, I was gonna say, do you tell the fiance?
Here's the thing. No, because then that puts another level of a situation on it that you don't need to be involved in. So like, think about it like this. You go and tell this man's wife, like, hey, or this man's fiance, hey, yo, you know he was fucking me, right?
Yeah.
Which is fine, but at the end of the day, you're still not gonna be with him anyway.
Right.
You know what I mean? And you think, and she's probably still going to be with him.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing. Because she
fair.
has a ring. She has something tangible. You look like a hater.
Also, karma comes around. She's gonna get caught one day.
She's gonna get cheated on.
God damn.
100%. So when you first came on the show, you identified yourself as a former fuckboy.
Yes.
You said I was into that lifestyle. I'm not out here doing that anymore. What is your identity now? Because it's almost been over a year since we've seen you.
Yeah, damn.
Are you dating?
Pandemic.
What's going on?
Yeah,
what's happening?
So man, listen, my situation now is I'm a one-woman guy. That's
Good
it.
for you,
One
Clint.
woman. That's
there
all
we
I
go.
need. I don't need to be out here. One woman. That's it. Me and you. You know what I mean? Like,
I agree.
whatever one-on-one me, right? Like,
are you single right now?
No.
You're not.
I'm not single.
Okay, so how did you meet your significant other?
Damn, you know it's funny. I never talk about it public. I never have, right?
Well, now you're on Unwaxed. You better
Right,
talk about
I know,
it.
right? Nah, we just, you know, we
No, he's nervous.
Next question. No, I'm like, no, we were friends. We've been friends for a very long time. I've known her for
That is
I have
my
questions
favorite.
about this.
yeah,
Actually,
so
that's
I've
the way to
known
meet
her for
someone.
over 10 years of my life. But we were
Wow.
never, here's the thing though, we were never romantic. We were never romantic. Like we were legit friends. Like,
Well, my question is, how did you know that there could be, something sexual there? Because you have this friendship
well,
for
she's fine
10
and I'm fine. Let's start
Well,
there.
that's true, right? But
No,
you've
I'm
had this
playing.
friendship for 10 years and you're going to possibly risk it all. And if it doesn't work out, then you can't
know
really go
what?
back to the way it was.
I think neither one of us really cared.
Wow.
Like that's the
Oh.
problem. Like I'm glad we talking about this. This is a very good topic when we talk about friends becoming lovers. Like
Yes.
everybody in here or everybody, whether you straight, gay, whatever, you've had that situation.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Here's how you do it. You can't think of like we always think about the worst possible outcome.
Mhm.
I could lose my friend.
Yeah.
It would never be the same again. And you're absolutely right. But
Mhm.
here's the other part. You ever bet on something and you be right?
That's a good feeling.
Yeah.
Like
That's
you ever
good.
bet on something like think about it. You ever spent your
Yeah.
own or you
That's
bet
so
you was like but nobody else
Yeah.
believed in it. But you know
Right.
you was dead right. Like
Yeah.
there's nothing better than like think about and I'll relate it to sports.
Mhm.
Think about guys and we're not talking about LeBron James or anybody like that. We knew they were talented.
Mhm.
Right.
But think about a guy like a Damian Lillard or a guy like who was looked over his entire career, but somebody was like, nah,
And I
Yeah.
feel like he got it.
he's that guy. Like, you know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
And you were right.
Right.
And I feel like that's how dating your friend is.
Mm.
It's like, yeah, there's a high risk. Like, yeah, you might, but here's the thing. You're a good person. You're a good person. I
Right.
like to think I'm a good person. Yeah, do we make mistakes and do we not consider each other's
Right.
feelings at point?
Right.
We're not going to go through stuff? Absolutely.
But why shouldn't it work
But
out?
why, but let's just say it doesn't. It
Okay.
shouldn't be because we're not friends. It just should be we're just not fit as lovers.
All right. How
But
about
at
this?
least we tried.
You guys date, you guys have sex, all that stuff, and then you end it. Can you guys go back to being friends?
Mm.
You can go back
Can
to
you
being
go
friends.
be going back to friends after seeing each other naked?
Yes.
You think so?
That is
I've
bull-
there's
I've heard the opposite.
there's a plethora of female friends in my life right now who I've seen ass naked, face down, ass up.
That's the way we like to play it.
There's plenty of my friends. Now you need to fuck. Now I'm in trouble. But no,
He's like, we're back.
but there's women but they're married and we're
Yeah.
still friends. We're good. We cool.
I think that's a level of maturity.
But yeah,
though,
but I-
Yes.
that we're
but
not
what-
seeing with the people that we hang out
Yeah,
with.
but like, did you?
She's like, we ain't there yet.
we're not there yet.
I
Yeah.
wonder, is there something that you did or someone that is there something that you guys said to each other that was like, no, we're going to keep this
We just
friends?
didn't end negative. We just
Mhm.
didn't end with fuck you. We didn't end with I hate you. We
Yeah.
didn't end with you suck.
Yeah.
We didn't end with we ended with this isn't working.
Right.
Well, you know what? I have to say, again, going back to the first time you came on, you gave really good snippets of what to say when you want to approach someone and when you
Mhm.
want to end things with them.
Uh-oh, here we
You were
go.
no, you were so good at it.
Thank
Just
you.
that response right there is a telltale sign of it.
Mhm.
Sophia and I always have a problem where if we want to end things, we always just think the easiest way to do it is to just
Move on.
ghost them.
Yeah, no. And
Is
here's the
that
thing.
bad?
It's not that it's bad. It's just that it always leaves an unsettling or like a
Yeah.
there's okay. You ever? I mean, I don't know if y'all have ever done this, but like, you ever walking somewhere and somebody owe you money, but it's like you feel, but like it don't be like, but it don't be like $1,000. It'd be like $100. You know, you owe me $100,
right,
but
right.
I don't need $100 that bad where I'm not gonna sweat it. You know what I mean? But you know what I know? Like we're at a restaurant,
Yeah.
right? And it's time to pay.
It's like you could cover me.
It's $48. You want to see what they're gonna do. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, but you don't say nothing. Though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You just let it go because at the end of the day,
Right.
it's not worth it.
Yeah.
I say that to say it's kind of the same thing when you do that. It's like you ghost them, and then there's always that back of your mind. You know what the fuck you did.
That's so true.
So my thing is, it's easier.
Just be honest.
If you just say, hey, like, yo, this isn't working. Now here's the thing. The problem is we've been trained to feel like friends is second place or friends is a bad thing.
Right.
Fellas, for fellas that listen to this podcast, if you fucked, you didn't
Yeah.
fail. Like, really think about that. If you weren't
Say it one more time for the
if you
people in the back.
fucked, you're not in the friend zone.
I mean, that is kind of a win.
Like you fucked. Like you didn't lose. Like it's just that it's better that we're friends because we're not working fucking.
True.
We're gonna make merch with that. Right on it.
Do it.
Yeah.
Please do it. Do it. I encourage you.
Wait, so then is friends with benefits possible? True friends with benefits? No.
I don't believe
it
you.
is.
that.
You know why?
I don't.
You know why?
Why?
Because both of you guys are still like y'all still in the space of like we're friends with benefits, but somebody's going to catch feelings.
There's always someone that catches.
That's okay though.
Oh.
It's not about catching feelings isn't the problem.
Mm-hmm.
It's navigating those feelings.
Yeah.
Think about it like this, right? Like you're both beautiful women. Right?
Thank you.
Let's just say you and I are friends with benefits.
Yeah.
We'll just play role play,
Mhm.
right? At the end of the day, right?
Mhm.
You're my friend. For me to want to sleep with you, that's it. I would have to have a romantic, it's somewhat of a romantic interest.
Yeah.
But I do know I don't have the space
Mm-hmm.
to maybe be more or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So here's what we do. Not every time we have sex, but like as a man, fellas, it's your job to check in.
Right.
Hey, is this getting too much for you? You okay?
Right.
Like, are you cool with this? Or every time, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
if you constantly, like, here's the thing. People like to say communication is the key because y'all communicate up front.
Right.
What about what goes on in between the first conversation and the last conversation?
Yeah.
You got to consistently communicate
Yeah.
because feelings change.
Well, this is the thing. I've actually talked to a couple of friends. I've had this scenario, and she was like seeing
Is it
her
a friend
best
or
friend. No, not me.
Okay,
No.
I'm
No.
just-
It's just- no.
So it's just like,
This is for a friend,
That was a
actually.
good
This is for a
question.
just
friend.
needed to know.
This is for a
She's
friend.
like, my friend Sophia.
No, but this is the problem is that they never communicated really what was going on in the situation. So her feelings are hurt. And then he's just kind of like, well, I just wanted to like fuck around. You know what it is? And so that's the problem is like you're not being concise and like very, very open about what's going on.
Right.
The friendship is going to be fucked in the end.
Exactly. So here's the thing. If you guys aren't, here's the thing, right? I communicate with my friends.
Mhm.
Even my unromantic friends.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like you communicate. You also here's the thing. Let's be real. Like you guys are sisters, right? Outside of anything else y'all go through, y'all still have to talk. Like y'all not always getting along. Y'all gotta talk.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, so like I don't like the way this is going. Hey, sis, I don't like the way this is. Like we have to. So that's where friends with benefits come into play.
Right.
Anytime I've ever been friends with benefits with a woman, I've always talked to them throughout the situationship, so that at any moment you feel like, yo, you know what, Clint, this is getting too much. I gotta go. And vice
what if
versa.
that's not happening? What if the conversation is not happening and someone's treating the other person kind of like shit and knows their friend?
Then you gotta go.
Okay.
And that's it. Then we're not friends. If
Yeah.
you're treating me like shit, then
right.
we're not friends. You know what I'm saying?
See, that's
Okay.
what a lot of people don't think I
and
understand.
here's the thing. We're friends serious. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I take that. I really like. So prime example, like and then you're asking me how I can stay friends with women I've slept with. Like I'll give one girl in particular. She's my best friend. You know what I mean? Like actually, she's the. You know, I mean, I told her I'd stop saying the story. You know, I'm not gonna do it.
Right.
No, I'm gonna do it. Fuck it.
Hey,
Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah,
No, my godson's mother.
Yeah.
Right now, mind you, she's engaged. Blah 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 blah. Back in when we were in college,
Right.
we did that.
Mm-hmm.
But we're friends. You know why? Because we communicated. We talked about it. And also, I can legit look in the camera and say, I have zero romantic feelings for her and vice versa. There's no like she's about to get married. I'm going to be at the wedding. I'm happy for her. She's pregnant right now. I'm happy for her.
But what if someone's feelings get hurt when you establish that friendship
Yeah.
after? It's the ego that gets in the way.
It
But
is.
like,
But
like, how do you fix that? Can you?
This goes
Can you
back
become
to
the villain?
It comes back to fellas.
It always is.
If you fucked, you didn't lose.
Yeah, but
what if you didn't fuck?
But
Oh,
no.
then if you didn't fuck, then you lost.
Then you lost. But I always feel like in this
If you didn't fuck,
situation,
you lost.
I always feel like in this situation, guys are made the villains.
Yes.
And you look like the bad guy for being honest when you're really just communicating. The problem is the people that we're hanging out with, their emotional intelligence is very low.
There it is.
And you're so good at communicating and
Took
saying
me a long time. I'm 34 now, so it took.
So when did you sort of start to figure that out?
When I was 34.
Okay,
Like,
great.
no, play.
It's like
No.
last week,
But
actually.
no, literally, like it didn't happen. So, my emotional intelligence, and I'm still, and people will be like, Clint, emotional intelligence, nigga, I mean, guys, bro, I be flying off the handle. I be, you know what I'm saying? You know, I have my moments. I don't like, I don't want nobody to think I'm perfect.
Yeah.
Right.
But when I turned 30, it changed.
Where that
Because my
happens.
patience got different with people. Here's one thing that did change me too, right? So over the pandemic, we had to realize one thing. Like, yo, like everybody going through something. And we got to give each other grace and space for things that happen and don't happen, right? So like, Sophia says, let's say, again, back to you.
Okay.
Let's say, again, we're friends with benefits.
Yeah.
And you say, Clint, this doesn't work for me anymore, right? I have to take my personal feelings out of whatever I feel for you. You're not doing it trying to hurt me.
Right.
You're doing it because you can't get hurt.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
you
do.
can't do this anymore.
Yeah.
This doesn't work for you. If I'm your real friend, then I should respect that
and understand that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If I lose you as a friend because of that, then we were never
They were never friends in the first place.
That's the bottom line. Because Stone Cold said so.
Oh, dang. Honestly, hate to see it, but I respect it. Now, I know you're no longer a fuckboy, but Sophia and I love to play games because we sometimes feel
play games.
You know what I mean? That part of the relationship, when it's this cat and mouse chase, it could be a lot of fun. Did you personally hate when women, is there a certain game that a woman played that really got under your skin in a good way? And you're like, oh, I love that she's teasing me, or something that she's doing is really just winding me up in the right way.
Yeah, I like the women I did like the women who were like, I've done the make out at my spot and then like we did nothing. And that was like, I've done that as like a grown man, not just at like 16. Like I did I did it at like 29.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? And only reason why I like that game is because the best part about sex, people really don't, that is underrated, is the anticipation leading up towards
100%.
It's always it's like, that's the best part of sex. It's not of course, climax is great. Right. But the anticipation, like the you know what I'm saying? Like,
totally.
So she knew in the back of her mind, I wanted to sleep with him. I'm going to sleep with him. Just that, not today.
I know there's something about keeping a mystery there.
And also there's a way though, but like she did it in such a way where it didn't make me feel like she didn't want to have sex. But like she was purposely not prepared to have sex so that once we got to a certain level, it didn't matter what I did, we wasn't doing it.
Right. So that is a good game, because I always feel like sometimes it's good to hold off and like kind of build up the anticipation, and also keep them thinking like, is she gonna do it today? Like he's gonna have to keep working at it, and he won't he's gonna stick around if he wants it. So what do you think about the games when in terms of the early stages, texting, like going back and forth? Are you one of those people that are like, yeah, wait an hour, or are you like, just answer when you answer?
I'm kind of on the fence about that. If you're not responding just to not seem like you're desperate, that's corny as fuck. Stop it.
God damn it.
That is corny as fuck. Like, if you think, that's corny. If you like me and I like you, like, answer the phone, man. Like,
I agree.
That's it. Like, what do we?
I agree.
Like, you don't, because here's the thing. If somebody thinks you're desperate for answering quick, then let them think that. Then that's not the person you need to be.
Yeah.
Like, that's
fair.
corny. Like, here's the thing. We all say to ourselves, like, a crush is a great thing. Everybody, I love, like, that's one thing about being single that's always been.
It's so fun having a crush.
A crush. A nice.
Yeah, it is.
And it's like, and then like when you finally get to meet each other, y'all talking or y'all exchanging text. Like, do it.
Right.
Yeah.
That's true.
Time is precious.
See,
what did I say to you on the way here? Your time is precious.
On the way here. Are you ignoring somebody right now? All right, so wait, no, you asked me if I was single, and we gonna air that.
No,
so
I'm super single. She's not single anymore.
I know.
You're not.
We've grown up.
But it's funny is because she's in like a full relationship. She's watching me with my friggin' takeoffs and landings, like crash landings.
Like
and this is the problem.
Last time you left Sophia, she's been in the same position as when you last saw her.
No, literally. But the problem is I'm going on these like average dates with these guys that just not working.
So let me ask you an honest question. Who are you dating? Not who, but like I don't want names.
No, I know.
But like give me the kind of guys that you
they're just usually the guys I go out with are not the guys that I want, because I know that I can control them. And I'm a lot scarier, I think, right? Like what you say, I go with guys that are not like the ones.
You are definitely intimidating on a date because she doesn't shut up. But you know that.
But all the guys are nice.
That
They're
doesn't
super
mean you not shutting up means that you okay.
Oh no, you know what? Actually,
here.
wait, I have a change of answer. I take that back. Everyone's super nice. They're all my age.
I don't think that has to do with anything, honestly.
Why?
It's just that Sophia and I have a habit of owning the conversation, and then we don't let them speak, and then we don't realize their personality until 5 dates in.
And the guy doesn't ever take, and the guy doesn't ever take charge. Like we'll be going on a date, he'll be like, "Meet me there." And then, you kind of pay for half of it. Or I'm like, this is like the third date here. Like, look, I'm not saying that I need to be like courted for 4 years, but I'm saying with the first 5 dates, you better treat me like a queen. I'm sorry.
So,
I know it sounds kind of cheesy, but
no,
like.
There's
I
nothing
agree.
wrong with that. I think there's two parts to that. So number one, you do know, like, because, your last name does that's part of it. Like, guys are intimidated off the rip. Like, you just, you got to deal with that. But, and I'm taking that out. And the second part is, though, and let's just put this on the table. A lot of times, guys don't know how to assert themselves as hey, like, I'm taking you out.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
hey, like, here's the thing. They listen to so much bad information on how to treat women. And they think that we treat, like, here's the problem, fellas. We treat women all the same. And you can't do that.
No.
The guy you're in love with, or whatever, your guy you're with right now, treated you special. He realized he wanted to date Sistine. He didn't want to date. He wasn't treating you like he was dating bitches. He was dating you.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, we're in an era where we're more woke and we're more advanced and we're more smarter. We're more intelligent emotionally. We're more in tune with like how to treat people. We're more in tune with therapy and trauma and blah 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 blah. And now women are like, oh my guy. You're not going to treat me like that.
Right.
It's true.
And guys are like, whoa, bitch. Why can't I treat you like this? That's the divide right now in dating.
So, okay, let's just say you're going out with a guy then that does treat you like every other girl. Do you say something or you just let it go?
Just move on. If you feel, okay. See, here's the thing. You got to differentiate sometimes, and this is on women. Now, I'm going to hold you accountable.
Yeah.
You have to be a better judge of character in a sense of knowing that this is genuine or this is just extra. And here's how you know it's genuine. I'm about to give you the secret right now. You know it's genuine because you can tell how much of your time how much of his time you have. Men are very, very, very particular with their time. Like literally, like I have a podcast or I have multiple podcasts. I have a show. I have this. I'm a stand. Like I do all these things. But at the end of the night, who do I want to fucking talk to? Who do I want to share my you know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's the bottom line.
Right.
Who do I want to end my night with? Who's the last person I want to talk to? Or who am I talking to when I have time to downtime?
Right.
Do you have downtime? You know what I mean?
Right.
That's really what it comes down
to. Is that a telltale sign that you're probably dating an F-boy and someone that isn't actually wanting to commit to you?
Well, it's not even more so committing. It's more so like we all make time for what we want to. We've already heard that, right?
Yeah.
Right.
But time people don't realize is that's how much currency that really takes.
It's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, I have a long day, blah, 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 blah. I may not want to talk to nobody, but I'm going to talk to you.
Right.
I mean, Sophia and I always say if he wanted to, he would.
Yeah, that's it.
It's really the only question
Like, that's it. If you want, like, listen, we work in entertainment. I didn't get anything in this business because I was talented. I got everything in this business because I worked my ass off.
Right.
And I showed companies and people and blah, 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 what my value is. And that's how I was able to break through a certain point.
Right.
And the thing that same idea and that same has to be applied to dating.
Right.
And I'm not saying, fellas, you got to go above, beyond of what everybody else is doing. You just need to show her, hey, look, I like you. I want your time.
Right.
Can I give you mine?
You know what? I totally agree. I sometimes feel like guys overcomplicate and they think,
because y'all do too.
Yeah, well, that's true. We definitely overthink and overcomplicate.
I do.
100% true. But from our experience, they think that we sometimes want more, and we're really simple creatures.
Yeah,
if you just say, let's go get a bottle of wine from the market, a slice of pizza, and just talk, we're so happy with that.
It is time.
And also, girls notice the time you're putting into it, because I notice the time that you're taking to go pick me up. I'm noticing the time you're sitting and talking to me at dinner and driving me home.
It's the little things that we notice.
It's really the little things.
What's the first thing y'all noticed when y'all walked up to me at the studio, when I first walked in the studio?
You're early.
Because I respect your time.
Exactly.
You said the podcast started at 12. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That don't mean I get there at 12. That means it starts at 12. And I don't know what other technical things y'all got going on.
I mean, we showed up at 11:50 and we're like, oh shit, he's here.
By the way, you have been the only guest that has been early and on time.
Yeah.
Well, because at the end of the day, like, and I'm coming from Long Beach too. So it wasn't like I came, like, not to say that, y'all gotta, no.
Oh,
I'm happy to be here. I want to do as many episodes because I love y'all. But what I'm saying is that I value y'all time.
Yeah.
Right.
If I didn't want to be here, I'm gonna be late.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or think about it. When you don't want to do something, you don't want to be somewhere, you don't give a fuck.
No, you're late.
That's true.
You don't give a fuck.
That's true.
So prime example, real quick. I'm sorry, I keep talking.
No, please, go ahead.
Girl got mad at me because like she was 30 minutes late on the date. I left. She's like, well, why are you leaving? Blah, blah, blah. I said, you didn't give me a heads up. You didn't tell me in advance. You showed up 30 minutes late. You know what I'm saying? But here's the thing, right? And I know, let's not equate, we could equate it to jobs and not. But you know damn well, if your boss tells you, or not your boss, but if you're going for a job interview and you got to be there at 11:45, or they say it's 11:45, your ass going to be there at 10:30.
Yeah, seriously.
This is our first, 11:30. This is our first date. I'm not saying, do I give grace for 5 minutes? Yes.
Yeah.
Do I give grace for 10 minutes? Yes. Do I give grace for 15 minutes with a phone call? Like, hey, something happened.
Right.
That's cool. For you to show up 30 minutes late, then ask me what's wrong with you, bitch.
I think that is so disrespectful.
It's disrespectful.
Yeah.
So I say that to say, like, when guys like you, they show you with their time.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's
so
true.
well put.
But I mean, like, you can even equate it to like texting, like the last minute, what do you want to do tonight? Like, no, did you plan something already out? Did you take the time to find it?
Well, here's the thing. Now, let's real quick. With that, though, last minute is not always mean you're second place. Last minute doesn't mean, because here's ladies, I want you to, guys, I'm fair. I keep it on both sides.
Yeah.
Fellas, I'm sorry, ladies, understand this. 95% of men, I'm talking, there's three guys in this room. I've never met two of them. Most men, we suck at planning, y'all. That's just not what we do.
Oh, we know. We live with our cousin and we book all the dates.
We just don't. We can't. Like when it comes to work stuff, we can plan.
Yeah.
But when it comes to women stuff, you know why we can't plan? Because we're scared to mess up.
Right.
We're scared.
That's kind of sweet.
I swear, it's really, we just don't want to, like, we don't want to take you to the wrong restaurant.
Place.
We don't want to do, like, it's literally just, we don't.
No, but it's true. We have had such a different change of perspective since living with our cousin because he's literally like, I have no idea where to start. I don't know where to go, where to take her, what to order.
Nothing.
And we tell him exactly what to do. And he'll do the same thing 400 times the same girl because he doesn't know what other thing to do because it's the one that works.
And when women say, you know, did you plan and stuff like that, we understand, ladies, that planning is the above and beyond.
Yeah.
But please give us some space to say, like, okay, if we text you, say, hey, what you doing tonight? And you like, oh, he should be making plans. Well, we don't know give him some grace. You don't know what you know what I'm saying? So now if you're saying nothing, you tell him nothing, I got no plans, blah, blah, blah. He's like, hey, well, would you like to hang out? You know, and then that's when you say, well, what do you have in mind? I don't know, but I just want to see you. Like, if he's saying that, and if it's not on some, like, I'm trying to fuck, if it's really just, I want to hang out with you.
Right, yeah.
Ladies, there's nothing wrong with making some plans.
I actually have a question for you, and I feel like you're the right guy to answer. So we posted a few of the clips from our previous episode on our TikTok of you in it, and, like, the responses were great. And they actually blew up, and it was great. I posted another video of me and this one girl from a Netflix show, Too Hot to Handle, and Sophia.
Oh, what's good? I like that show, by the way.
Carly Lawrence,
the blonde.
You had her on?
Yeah.
Wow.
She's hysterical. She's a riot. She's dope. The clip was us saying, if a girl gets ready for a date and she spends 2 hours getting ready, she gets her nails done, she gets her hair done, it's a whole thing, it's expensive. And the first thing that you don't say to her when you see her is, oh, you look so beautiful. Like, you don't understand, even if you don't believe it, it really just makes her whole day because that's what she's waiting for. And the comments, all men, were so, oh, you want us to lie? You're a walking red flag. Like, they all destroyed me. They're like, oh, so you want me to lie to you? Okay, I'll lie to you. And it's like, do you think that's a bad thing
to ask for?
To like, do you think? Yeah, maybe, right? Oh God, I am a walking red flag.
Yeah, wait, why is that? Because to be honest, like, I love when I go on a date because I don't think it's a walking red flag. I'm gonna disagree with you.
What?
I think it's great when I come out from a date where I'm like, I've been thinking about it all day. Girls think about it all day. Girls think about this date all day. They make sure their hair is ready, their nails ready, their coffee. I don't care if it's like you half-ass it or you full-blown it, like would I do it. But I appreciate when a guy goes, you look beautiful tonight.
Like Sophia the other day was like, I put my hair in rollers for this guy and it turned out bad.
Yeah. So
That's a lot of
I
work for
like
us.
when I come out and he says something sweet like that. And that's maybe a preference thing, but I do think it completely changes the tone of the date because the girl remembers it. So why do you disagree?
All right.
Uh-oh.
Here's where I disagree. It's not, here's the thing, right? Like, we do the same thing though, ladies. You know what I mean? Like, this is where it gets interesting, right? We think all day. We think about what we gonna wear. We call our homeboys. We lay our outfits out. Like, everything you think.
Really?
Yes, everything you think you
I
do
didn't
before a
know
date,
that.
guys do the same. I have a get ready for a date playlist. Like, I take it serious, man. Yes,
I
I'm
love
getting a
that.
haircut.
Wait,
Yes.
guys think of it as in depth as girls
He's like,
do?
you're so
that actually kind of blows my mind.
naive.
I always thought guys were
You
like
really
an hour
like that's
before.
the thing. Women think we're just like women think we're heartless, emotionless creatures.
Hey, I thought you guys
No.
just like shower, brush your hair, put on like a
But
black
it's
shirt, and you call
it's
it a
not
day.
your fault. It's just the men that we've
okay,
had
even
previously.
me coming here, like, and I'm not even just saying that because I'm on camera. Like, no, like I was intentional about what I was wearing. I got on my Phillies hat. I'm wearing red in my sneakers.
Yep,
I wanted my shirt to say "Bull" because I'm from Philly. That's what we say. Like,
Yeah,
Bull.
yeah.
Like my thing is when I do stuff, I always want to say like, oh, I'm from Philly. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's something that represents. But I take that serious. But I say all that to say, when we got a date, if we got plans, we try to impress you.
Yeah.
We trying to smell good. And here's the thing. Guys don't walk into a date saying, if she don't compliment me, the date's over. Or we don't walk in a date saying, if she don't compliment me, then that's it.
That's the problem.
We
look for the wrong thing.
Here's the thing,
I
though.
just got schooled. Like,
But Sophia,
speak.
here's the thing. You said the right thing, though.
Okay. She's like, oh.
Here's where I agree, though. Here's where I
Sorry.
agree. You said, and my man will agree too, you said, well, if he does compliment me, though, we remember that, and it changes the tone of the date. Meaning that, guys, we should do that. We are going to do that. For the most part, we're paying it, like, you know what I'm saying? Especially if you notice something, like notice her nails or notice something very small. Always that works. We know that. But here's the thing. We may not be even thinking about that because we so nervous not to say nothing stupid.
Oh, that's kind of sweet.
And you don't understand like what kind of like that's what I really want to like. Let's hone in on that real quick.
Okay.
Ladies, you don't know how nervous guys be on dates. Hands be sweaty. We be like, yo, we the same insecurities y'all have and blah blah blah. Yo, like. Bro, like me and my homeboys, like my homeboy go on a date and he tell me like, yo, it's our first date. I'm gonna call him after. I want details.
Right.
Guys, we ask the same thing. Like before a date, we coach each other. Like, yo, bro, you know what I mean? You know, do it there. You know what I mean? When you go in there, you know, first thing first, make sure we do that. We coach.
no idea.
Yes.
But see, what?
We don't tell you that because why do y'all need to know that?
We tell everyone else. Look at us.
No, it doesn't. See, because you're worried about, like, that's the thing. Women don't, a lot of times y'all think y'all so selfless. Y'all really not sometimes. Y'all only think about it from y'all perspective.
It's true.
Like, y'all have no idea. Guys be like, Sophia, I guarantee you're a beautiful young lady.
Thank you.
Guarantee your last date, I guarantee you, if it was your first date, he was terrified.
Oh my God,
But not
he was.
because you were probably dominating the conversation or anything like that. Some guys are even just so in awe of the fact that we dating you. Like a lot of guys feel like, and I promise,
you should call him back.
We're out your league. Like someone, like look at us. We're not.
You
like
were too hard on him.
We be feeling like we out your league,
I
yo.
literally just ended it.
Oh my gosh, she did it this morning, Clint. It's too late.
Oh damn, it's too late.
Oh,
no, it's
too
not.
late.
It's not too late. It's never. Here's the thing. Like really, like we be
I wanna
looking at
talk
women
about more on
sometimes.
it, but I know
Y'all
we'll
so
listen.
fine. Like how the fuck we do this? How?
That's true. You really don't want to mess it up.
Because you know why we don't? We know y'all got options. You don't. Y'all think we got so many options. We really don't. We really don't. Like, yo, it'd be like we probably have maybe one and a possible.
But you know what it is? I think it's women have this mindset that like you're gonna eventually leave us for someone else, or you're gonna have a wandering eye because of our history with previous men that have had a wandering eye.
Well, here's the thing. We're not going to sit there and act like guys don't have a wandering eye. We're not going to act like...
I mean, we have a wandering eye too.
I got
women do
wandering
as
eye.
well. You know?
But here's the thing. It happens. But we're just talking about from the initial first date and just like the problem is we're thinking 7-8 steps down the road. Think of the night. We're trying to have a good night. If y'all just have a good night, that's it.
Sophia.
Just have a good night.
Thank you for saying that.
That's all you need to do.
Push your microphone away. You're done. Interview's done. I'll tell you what Sophia's problem is. She honestly, sometimes I just say, she goes, I don't want to date this guy because I don't see a future with him, and like our paths don't line up. He wears flip flops.
No. What did I say?
He wears flip flops.
That's funny. This is best. Clint. She goes, I'm not going out with him because his chest hair was patchy. I saw a photo of his patchy chest hair, and I go, Sophia, that is the absolute wrong
How did you
reason.
see that though?
Because she's a stalker.
No, someone posted on their story.
That is chest hair. So you don't want to go out because he has patchy chest hair?
Literally. But the problem is...
How do we know you don't have patchy chest hair?
That's what I said.
What the fuck? Like, can you imagine us going on a date, we get you home, and Sophia got patchy chest hair? I'll be mad as shit. And then you be like, well, why don't you accept me for me? Fuck you. No.
I agree. The problem is you
do agree that was a bad one.
She will look at a first date like it is the next 10 years of her life instead of just going on the date for the company.
Night.
It's one night. Oh,
it's
man.
a date. That's all it is. Then here's the thing. If you want it to be more, it could be more. But let's just get through the night. Like, here's how a date normally goes. Like, let's be real. A date goes, you know, let's say we don't pick you up. Let's say we meet there.
Yeah.
You know? And the reason why guys are iffy about picking you up is because there's been a lot of women who said, A, you don't want us to know where you live, and B, it's a safety thing. If something goes wrong on a date, you want to be able to get up and you know, like, not take me home. This is we live in a total different era, and women's safety is definitely a priority of mine.
Yeah.
So let's go a step further now. So the first part of the date, let's just say we getting something to eat. 6 o'clock, we get something to eat. But dinner went well. Oh, you got plans after this? Neither do I. I enjoy talking to you. I don't want to end the night. What's next?
Drinks. I'm just kidding.
No, but where? Let's go.
Oh, like a
Sophia,
bar?
say it. Where?
Oh, a bar?
I'm just saying, where's your favorite place? I mean, I'm not saying you. We're assuming that. Yeah.
My brain.
But yeah, because you so worried about 5 years down the road.
I didn't get what was going on.
Is anyone home?
No, I got confused. I was like,
it's
are
okay.
we role playing?
No, yeah, I didn't say we were role playing. That's not.
No, sorry. I thought you were just like talking hypothetically.
No, but hear me out though. Like, if a guy like.
Oh, sorry. So let's start again because we'll.
She's like, take two.
No,
take two. Sorry, I'm sorry about that. Like,
no, you good. No, I didn't say.
So you're asking, where are we going after? So I would make the suggestion, like, where we go.
Yeah, you could, or we could, or it doesn't. But the fact that you want to see me after this.
Yeah. Okay, gotcha.
And then like we can continue to date and we just keep having fun. And then it's like, all right, I'll see you later. I text you when I get home. We'll talk tomorrow. Like, literally, I have a meme that says, you know, you ask her out, she says yes. You ask her when she's free. Y'all go out, you have fun, you do that shit again. Why the fuck is that so difficult?
It's not, but why do we make it so difficult?
Well, I make it difficult because, like, I want a guy to pick me up. I want a guy to.
There's a lot of. I think there's a lot of expectation.
That's fine, but also you got to if that's what you want.
Yeah,
you can say that.
But you know, it also goes back to us creating scenarios and assuming things in our head and expectations in our head, and when they don't meet them, we immediately get turned off. But they don't know that we're creating those things and. It's all make believe. We're really just self-sabotaging.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, think about it. If you like, how is somebody supposed to know what you want? Like, here's the thing.
But it feels weird to say to a guy that I'm just starting to see, hey, I would really appreciate it if you picked me up.
How's that weird?
I just feel like it's forced. Like, I want him to want to.
It's not that we don't want to though. Like, here's the things. Like, okay, I'm gonna go again. Role play, right? I'm gonna hypothetically say you and I are dating.
Okay.
The first question wouldn't be I would ask to pick you up. You know why? Because I know you might not want me. No, you don't need. Every guy don't need to know where you live.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And stuff like I'm going to assume we're just going to meet up, but you want to be picked up. But if you say, "Hey, Clint, can you pick me up?" It's not that I don't want to do it. Just say that. If I pick you up, that means more time spent with you.
So
I don't lose in that situation.
Let's set the record straight. If a girl asks for what she wants and she's being direct, guys won't think it's aggressive or
it's all in your tone. You can't say you better pick me up or pick me to fuck up or something like that.
You
just be
better
like, just be like, hey, would you mind? Hey,
there's so many dates that I just canceled. What's wrong? I was just
okay. If a woman just said,
reasons.
If a woman just said to you, hey, you know, I know we got plans. Would you mind picking me up? Are you tripping? We're good.
That's a thumbs up.
We were good.
See? Oh no.
We're good. And if he says no, guess what? I'm staying home.
Because I'm
He said.
that's the problem. And this is like my issue. And I feel like a lot of women probably can relate to this is you create the scenarios in your head and you're just thinking, oh, my guy that I have and that's going to be the perfect one for me is going to be that guy that picks me up and I don't even have to ask him for like ands, ifs, or buts, or he's going to make the reservation without me asking.
Like he's always going to know the right thing to do for me.
Yeah,
don't
exactly.
know you yet.
And sometimes, and the thing is,
no, they don't know.
Exactly. And sometimes I think, and I'm just like speaking, I'm like realizing things about myself. You get lucky if you find that guy that can just do that instantly. That's just luck. I mean, like
every person, like a girl and a guy, they all need a little training.
We wrote this down because I feel like since everyone is online and like even in person, there's a lot of games verbally. And I feel like you're a smooth talker. So you know exactly the translation of what every of these fuckboy or girls are saying.
All right, let me hear it.
And what they really mean.
We decided, let's wrap up the show with a fun little game.
Yeah.
You're the best person to play with. We're going to call it, what are you trying to say?
What are you trying to say?
What are you trying to say?
We're going to give you common phrases from men and women that you hear all the time, and you're going to translate for us rapid pace.
All right.
Exactly what the truth is behind that phrase.
I'm ready.
Sophia, start us off.
Right. I'm not looking for a relationship.
I'm not looking for a relationship. That's exactly what you're trying to say.
Okay.
You're saying it. You're not like, that's the problem. We be trying to like, feel that out. No, if you say that, I believe that.
Fair.
Or see, I was thinking I'm not looking for a relationship with you.
Only reason why, because I've been the person who's not looking for. I really didn't want to. It had nothing to do with you.
Okay, fair. That's fair.
Fair.
You deserve better than me.
Means I don't want to break your heart. But
Okay.
no, you deserve better than me means I really don't want to be with you no more.
Okay.
It really means I deserve better than you.
There we go.
That's what it
there
means.
we go.
I deserve better than you.
All right, so this is if they haven't been answering, whatever. I've just been busy, swamped with work.
I've been fucking somebody else.
Okay. Fair.
Sheesh.
I hate PDA.
I love PDA. Oh, my bad.
He's like, personally.
I hate PDA.
I hate PDA.
I'm on the fence with that because there are people who just hate that shit. Like,
I agree. But the first thing that came to my head was they want to seem unavailable and
in public.
No, they want to seem unavailable in public.
No, I don't think it's that. I think because like there's people who really get like now me, I ain't tonguing you down in public, but like I'm a hold hands, I'm a grab ass. But some people aren't like that. Just
right.
I've been with women who aren't like that.
See, I've been with guys that don't want to seem taken, so that they will completely.
That doesn't go for everybody though. So
okay, just some.
If a girl says I'm fine.
I'm fine.
Oh, no, you're not fine.
What about a guy saying I'm fine?
We're not fine.
We're not fine. No one's fine.
Nobody's fine. When we're fine, it's cool. It's definitely not cool.
All right.
Okay, definitely not cool. I don't post who I date on social media.
Oh man, you hit the nail on the head with that. That's me right now. I don't. It's a safety thing. Like I'm gonna be honest with you. Like people are crazy.
I agree with that.
People are crazy. Like I get it. It does give a red flag.
Yeah.
But I've been consistent with that my entire social media life. So I've never posted anybody.
I totally agree. I've never posted a relationship because of a safety thing. We've had problems in the past. But say if you're not in the entertainment world and you're just a regular 9-to-5 job guy.
Right.
Like, what does that mean?
I mean, I got a girlfriend.
Fair.
Oh, I got a boyfriend.
Probably.
Right?
Probably.
There we go. We have a good thing going, and I don't want to ruin it with a label.
I want to continue seeing other people.
Oh, God, it hurts.
Damn, burns.
Yeah. All right, during the breakup, they say, but I still want you in my life.
I still want fuck.
Oh, yeah. That's true. That is, you nailed it. Congratulations, you won the game. You got 8 out of 8. 8 out of 8, correct. Clint, thank you so much for coming on.
I'm gonna hold y'all accountable, man. Y'all gotta. We can't be a year like this.
I know.
Honestly, I want to come down like next month. Like I fuck with y'all.
100%.
Absolutely. We should do this like a monthly thing.
By the way, our listeners love you.
Yeah, I fuck with y'all, and now I'm invested in your dating life. So like I'm gonna definitely
help me out here. My God,
I need someone to hold her accountable.
This podcast has really opened my eyes to things I've been really doing wrong, and now I feel really guilty for.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna hit you and text you to see what's going on. Oh jeez. Like,
yeah, I gotta help me out.
I'm gonna just randomly text you. Are you overthinking?
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Always.
Honestly,
ask me in a week if I'm still going out with chesty hair or patchy chesty
chest hair guy.
But thank you guys for joining us. Thank you, Clint, for coming
plug
on.
Where they can find your book, your show, everything.
Yeah, the Advice from a Fuckboy book. It's on Amazon Prime. I actually have a book. I have books at home. I'm going to give both of you guys one.
Thank you.
Oh, great. Yeah,
I need it.
Yeah, so next time I come here, I got a book for you. Like they're in my house, in my thing. But yeah, if anybody want to get a book, it's on Amazon Prime. You get it. You order it today, you get it tomorrow.
Awesome.
And I got a show called The World Series of Spades, debuting December 1st. So
amazing.
Thank you.
So for those of y'all that play spades, the card game. Yeah.
And we'll link all of that in the bio. We'll put your Instagram there.
Yeah, please.
We adore you. Thank you so much for coming back.
I love you guys.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Bye, guys. We'll see you next Tuesday.
Bye, y'all. Bye.